But Cody's been waiting for a while. Cody in Champaign, you had a question about skepticism.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
So a little while ago, I sat down with a couple of Christians, and we got on the discussion of the cosmological argument, the whole thing coming from the Big Bang. Obviously, he was arguing that the source was God, and I was saying, I mean, we can't know that. So it ended up getting into, I mean, he tried to defend it, talking about, excuse me, talking about, you know, the different arguments that he had for why it would be a God. And I had told him that I didn't, you know, think those were good, that I was being skeptical, and that I didn't think that we had enough information. So he ended up accusing me of being too skeptical, and that...
Then he doesn't understand what skepticism is.
He was kind of making the point that, like, it ends up getting to the point where if you're too skeptical, you can't even justify your own existence, type of thing. So I was wondering, like, I mean, is that valid? Where do you draw the line?
Yeah, so that's somebody who, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
That's somebody who doesn't understand skepticism. The way they're viewing skepticism is as if it were just an expression of doubt, that the entirety of skepticism is, I doubt this. And so they have this view that, oh, I can keep presenting information, but you can just doubt that, and you doubt that, and you doubt the foundation for that, and you doubt and you get into this infinite regress, and bam, you can't even know whether or not you're real or you exist. And you know what? At a really simplistic, regressive philosophical level, they're right, but that's not what skepticism is. The goal of skepticism is to have the internal model of the universe or reality match reality as best as possible. It doesn't require absolute certainty. As a matter of fact, I would say that most skeptics like me reject the notion of absolute certainty, and that what we're doing is taking the best evidence and saying, is this sufficient for me to hold a belief? And as Hume pointed out, the wise man apportions his belief to the evidence. So I might be somewhat convinced that this is the case based on the evidence. I might be strongly convinced that this is the case. Is it possible to be too skeptical? No, because skeptical isn't just, I'm going to keep expressing doubt. That's cynicism. That is, nope, 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 not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough. Skepticism is about establishing the bar on what quantity and quality of evidence should be sufficient to warrant reasonable acceptance of a claim.
Yeah, I mean, what I would say to that is, there is this idea, I mean, there's lots of terrible ideas about what skepticism means, but there's one of those terrible ideas, is that skepticism means never drawing any conclusions. That skepticism never means, I'm pretty sure that this is true. And you literally can't live like that. I mean, it would be impossible to live like that.
Right.
You know, that what skepticism means is drawing reasonable conclusions based on the best evidence you have, based on the best understanding you have of your own cognitive biases and everybody else's cognitive biases, including the cognitive biases of people who are giving you information, drawing the best conclusions you can and being willing to question those when better evidence appears.